Okay, guys. Hey, what's going on? This is going to be of the Halloween war that we had. So, why isn't it- put it back up? There we go. Sorry about that. The home button glitched on me. This is going to be a part 2 of our Halloween war, and I'm going to start with basically a lot of these are Town Hall 9s, Bully, and Town Hall 8s. And so I got to go way down here until I can find some of these where we were just, actually legitimately Town Hall 9s taking on Town Hall 9s. Or 8s taking on 8s, rather. Here's a go wipe done by Blue. And this is another example of a Golo wipe base that I would have done. You could send in a hog, basically right here, send in a hog, and it would pull out the clan castle. And then you could take the clan castle into this area because these are too far away and kill the dragon in there. So once you've killed off that dragon, then you can send in your troops. You could do a quad. You could do a quad. You're going to take care of these air defenses, and that air defense is done. And then it's just basically balloons on the outside of the base. That's how I would take out this base. Just me in particular. And to take it out would be with hogs. So the only spot that you have to worry about as far as double bombs go in the entire base is right here. Everywhere else, there's no double giant bombs. So you pull out your dragon, do your CC kill, and then after you do that, you can just do a couple of hogs up here and here, and they will path this way. Then after you do that, you can do a hog raid for the rest of the base up into this area. Wipe though. So let's sit here and watch this. She's going to attack from the top right side of the base, the northeast, which is perfect because I always say that if you're going to go wipe, you should probably do it from a flat side, not necessarily a corner. Valks, for some reason, do it from a corner because you want them to go wipe. You want to do it from a flat side. That's just the way that I've noticed it. So she's got a couple of P.E.K.K.A.s that are going to go on the outside. They're going to stray on her. And then one of them's going to make its way in. She's got 2 golems. There goes that poison spell. The wizards are going to take care of that dragon, and the P.E.K.K.A.s and golems are going to make their way throughout the rest of this base. There goes the king. We got some king on king action. Got a roll, dun, 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 dun. And we're done. Wizards are making their way into the core of the base. They're going to take out the town hall. See how these P.E.K.K.A.s are tanking for the wizards? Having your P.E.K.K.A.s go on the outside of the base is a bad thing. I have a lot of people who are like, the P.E.K.K.A.s went on the outside. It's not a terrible thing. Throw a couple wizards behind it. What's going to happen is the P.E.K.K.A.s are going to make their way around, and the wizards are going to start taking out these buildings on the inside. While you have maybe a P.E.K.K.A. and a couple. Exactly what she had happen. She had a level 4 P.E.K.K.A. in there, a couple of golems, and the wizards on the outside were taking care of everything, and that's perfectly fine. Honestly, whenever I do my go wipes, I always try to make sure I have a P.E.K.K.A. go on the outside. Like I said, if you can get see that double bomb, I was right. But if you can get the P.E.K.K.A.s in front of the wizards and those wizards to stay alive, you're golden. It's actually not a bad thing at all. So now she's going to go and take out these Teslas. See, that was smart. It was stupid in one area because it makes our cleanups easier, but it was smart to put them on the outside for the first raid because it pretty much guarantees you a turnaround attack. So if somebody's going to have to attack this base 2 times to get 3 stars on it, more than likely, most likely at least. So those P.E.K.K.A.s are going to make their way all the way to the other corner, and that's the end of that base. So I'm done showing that one. Let's see here. I'm going to show this one here. This is a Town Hall 8 versus a Town Hall 8. And this is another go wipe. So once again, this is perfect example of a Golo wipe base. I would attack it from this side and get in there. And I mean, a quad quake will get you right in. You don't even need to bring wall breakers. You just throw a golem here and a golem here, and then you can just throw a couple wizards on this area, a couple wizards on this area. 2 P.E.K.K.A.s is all you need. And then you could just pop up Rage right in the core, and then once this core is cleaned out, almost as soon as it's cleaned out, even if there's an air defense probably left standing, you can still start dropping your loons just in the order that the air defenses go down. But I really do think that we need to start working on doing some Golo wipes, because there's just so many bases that showcase, Golo wipe. It's perfect for Town Hall 8 because these guys are always putting their air defenses in the corners of the base, or in the core of the base. So Golem's making its way in. Wizards are taking care of everything. The Golems are tanking for the Wizards, and now your P.E.K.K.A.s are working their way in. Great deployment of the P.E.K.K.A.s making their way in. Perfect deployment of the P.E.K.K.A.s. Only downside to P.E.K.K.A.s is those Teslas, they just rip right through them, and it seems like P.E.K.K.A.s always get in front of Golems. So the Teslas targeting the Golems, they always target the P.E.K.K.A.s first, which is really annoying. And there was a couple of wizards on the back end over here. It was basically just cleanup, more or less. Just trying to make sure that he's going to have all these outer structures taken care of while everything is inside tanking. So we're going to ×2 that just to speed it all up. Those storages are going to take a while to work through, and now they're busting through a wall. So yeah, it's going to be a while. We're going to see it. And that's it. All right. I believe this is another Town Hall 8 on Town Hall 8. Finally, we have a hog raid. I haven't seen this one yet. Obviously, be crushed by it. So, we have 36 hogs, which I think is probably a little dramatic. I would have used a little less, but being that this is level 3 hogs, it does make things questionable. He's going to do a CC lure. There's that dragon. That's what we want to see. Poison spell. Got to work on bringing that poison spell, buddy. So there goes the archers. They're going to line everything out around there. And now we're going to send in some wizards to take care of that dragon and a bunch of archers. Sends the king in. See now that was smart. Sends in the king before, just barely got it. Even though he tripped ability, it's still okay because the more important thing was that the king got in front of these troops. Yeah, the ability got tripped, but it's okay because, like I said, that king got in front of those troops, and that's a really big deal. It's going to allow the wizards to stay alive longer, which means that more structures are going to go down. Now, there goes the hogs. They're working their way through the core, taking out all the defenses. I keep hitting multiple times on that vehicle, on that button. I don't want to do that. Sorry about that, Kier. I jibbed you a little bit. They're going to keep working their way through, and we basically have a 3-star on this base with level 3 hogs. Excellent job. Excellent job. Now the wizards and hogs and king are going to make their way throughout the rest of this base. Now see, because he used that ability on that king and got him in front of those wizards, that was huge praise on that because his wizards are still alive now. They'd have been dead if I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Lost a ton of hogs on that giant bomb. That sucks. But he's still got a huge group of them over here. And ×2 it. Hogs make great cleanup. They're awesome for cleanup. Except for whenever that happens. Damn. And that is pretty much that. Good job. There's giant bombs on the end. That would have been scary if I'd watched that live. Alright, we got another one back here. Another hog raid. Now this base, I don't know if I would have hogged it because there's just so many open spots. If this guy made the base, knew what he was doing and everything, I'd have been scared to hog it just because it's got all these huge openings. But Kier's confident. He's going to do it. He's going to make it. Alright. Enough joking aside. I'm going to send an archer here in the corner. Then these other archers and this dragon are come over here. Drops a poison spell. Remembers a poison time. Good job. And drags the dragon into it, and there goes the archers. They're going to take care of all those other archers, and they're going to take care of that dragon. Pretty much 20 archers will take care of a dragon of any level, really. Long as they're level, higher level archers will take care of 20 of them will take care of a dragon of any level 4 or 5 or whatever. Now here's something I wanted to show you. He sent all of his hogs in like this. Just held his finger on there. This game has multi-touch recognition, so you could drop your hogs with 2 fingers at the same time. You could drop your hogs with 4 fingers, and you could even start like tapping them like you're playing a piano, and it's amazing how fast they come out. So rather than lining them like that, a really good idea is to do a 2-finger drop, at least a 2-finger drop, than just a 1-finger hold, because it gets those hogs out there that much faster. Now they're going to go through this whole base. He hasn't even used a heal yet. There goes a heal. So there's one heal. Really probably should have used that one already. I probably would have used it a little sooner than that. Holy cow. There's those double giant bombs. It's a good thing he didn't go from this side, because that could have been catastrophic. And we are basically done with this raid. Really good job. Really good hog raid. Happy to see somebody in our clan is using hogs again. It's like the good old days. We used to use hogs all the time, and now it's like go wipe is my recipe for success. And yeah, and personally, but to each their own. All right, so we're going to ×4 that, because it's just going to be a big long line of hogs taking everything out section by section, piece by piece. Kaboom. All right, next. J-Dog 2.0. That's a Town Hall 7. What's that one? Town Hall 7. Town Hall 7. Town Hall 7. Okay, guys, I think we are done here. I do want to show some hog raids from their side, just to show you guys what they did to our bases. I think that one was a go wipe, but I believe it was hogs. And I think this will be the only one that I show. Yeah. So this guy has level 4 hogs, which is really good. And if you look at this is Matt's base. He's moving up to a Town Hall 9, so I'm going to show it anyways. So it doesn't really matter, because he's going to redo his whole base anyhow. So he's got 30, basically 33, if you count that one that he's going to do a CC lure with. But if you look at this base, there's almost nowhere where you could have double giant bomb placement, except for on the outside. So if you can trigger those areas, you've got it made. There goes one giant bomb right there. So you got a giant bomb and a CC lure. Now he's going to come over here. There goes the other giant bomb. And the last one. Hello? Nope, didn't get it there. Hi, giant bomb. Kaboom. And guess what? He's got every giant bomb in this entire village gone. Way to go, Jorge. Or George. Or whatever you are. Costa Rica clan or something. So probably a Jorge. But we're going to do a CC pull, get the dragon all the way down there. We're going to take that out with a bunch of archers, throw a couple of wizards down, and that dragon is toast. There goes the balloon. Poison spell alone will take care of a balloon if it stays in it long enough. So there goes the balloon. Poison spell alone took care of it. Now he's going to send in all of his hogs, and he has nothing to worry about because all the giant bombs have been triggered in the entire base. And what he's doing here is this is called an Asian wall. And it allows you multiple points of entry throughout the entire base. So that way your hogs aren't targeting one specific area. They're going to target the entire base in a wave. They're going to clear their way throughout the entire base in one large wave. The reason why you want to do that is because that way wizard towers don't affect your hogs nearly as bad. Especially whenever you have level 4 hogs, because level 4 hogs get hurt with these max level wizard towers. Badly hurt. So you can see he's basically got this whole entire base won already. There's only a few defenses left. Drops his last heal spell, and he's going to drop it on those point defense areas. Skeletons, yeah, they're a nuisance, but it doesn't really matter. And that's it. So, just wanted to go over, a couple of hog raids for you guys. Kier did a couple of them, so that was pretty cool. Show you guys a couple of tips on how to draw out your hogs correctly, how to line them out, and I hope you guys start using those a little bit more often, because at Town Hall 8, they are very, very good as long as you can avoid the bombs, and if you can, you've really got it made, and it's going to be awesome for your base. So one last hog raid before I leave you guys, and I think this was a cleanup attack, so I think they knew where the giant bombs were already. They hit our bases over and over and over and over again until they got them right. They had extra attacks to do it with. I mean, it was an unfair advantage. They had, you know, I think 3 or 4 more Town Hall 8s than us, or maybe it was 2 or 3 more Town Hall 8s than us, but they had way more Town Hall 7s than us. So, you know, they had a huge advantage in this game. So there goes the dragon and the balloon. We'll do the CC kill. Now it's done. And once again, more or less just an Asian wall. He's going to send in an Asian wall from the bottom down here. And they're going to, once again, swoop their way up from throughout the whole base. You see how he triggered those bombs? Man, I wish there was a rewind button. I need one so bad. Supercell, do something about that. All right. But see how he triggered those bombs one at a time? He sent his hogs in up here. I think this base was hit like 4 times. 3 or 4 times. But triggered that bomb because he was over here, and then sent his hogs in on this second area to reinforce them on the backside of that archer tower. And the hogs worked their way over here and triggered the second bomb. So that was pretty badass. Yeah, I'm gonna curse. I'm just gonna say it because it was badass. He did a really good job with this raid. I hate to say it at night, but smoked you. But your base did awesome though. I think it was attacked 3 times before it got 3 stars. So that's really good because it took 2 attacks per person. So it takes a person's worth of attacks out of the equation. Now the hogs are going to basically make their way throughout the rest of the base and clean everything else up. But yeah, damn good raid on that one. Okay, so I'm pretty much done here, guys. If you have any questions or anything, hit me up in the chat log and let me know what you think of the video. Happy Halloween.